Hi guys, this is Dandelion Song. Welcome back for part 2 of the Pope's visit and all of the symbolism and the gematria that I can find to show you what is going on, what each event means, why it's in certain places, and looking in from their playbook, trying to understand their symbolism, what they are expecting to happen. So we just talked about Apostolic Nunciature on September 22nd, and I forgot to mention that this plays into the Pope's election date. He was elected on 3/13/13, and that is 923 days until this day. So he's going to be chilling out here the whole day, looks like, with his homies, and maybe they're going to be wearing some fish hats, you know, dancing in fish circles. I don't know, planning some stuff, I guess, because he's going to be chilling the whole day there. Maybe he's getting ready for this day. You know, maybe they're going to be doing some makeup, taking some screens, you know, shooting taking some takes, because I don't think they can shoot all these fake stuff in just, you know, one take. So maybe that's what it's all about. I know I'm being a little disrespectful. I don't respect the Pope. So we're going to look at this and we're going to break it down. Here we go. All right, well, I already found something I know you're going to like. So we're going to leave the Nunciate hoedown here. Forgive me for injecting some humor in here, but, you know, it does get a little stressful when we try to look at the plans of the Maniacs. It's like, let's wake up and let's see what the Maniacs are up to today. Oh, the Maniacs are up to this. So anyway, he's going to come down here 9:15 on the south lawn. While this is loading, let me show you that. Now, you know, I see a lot of numbers, and I'm still surprised. It's amazing that the White House south lawn equals 266, and this is the 266th Pope, and this is the 266th day. I'm not going to pull up the thing for you. You're just going to have to believe me. The 266th day is 9/23. You cannot make this up. So I hope I remember to put 9:15 in the title of this video and 9/6. Some things did happen on 9/6, and I think they are planning more adventures of the Nunciate hoedown here on 9/15, and that's why this is in the title. So we have this date. These are two different dates. And what I want to say, first of all, I want to preface this by saying I could talk for an hour on these two dates, and so I'm just going to try to hit the highlights here. We know that this is the end of Jade Helm, and I believe that Jade Helm has been an exercise to get the medium elite into the bunkers. Now they need to get the maximum elite into the bunkers, and so what they're going to do is, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, I hope I'm wrong, and I'm not going to have my feelings hurt if I'm wrong, because I'm putting it out there. I don't think I need to be embarrassed about that. So if I'm wrong, their plans either changed, or they were thwarted, or, you know, or they put all these codes out here just to lead us off track. Well, but what I think is going to happen, they're going to fake some assassinations, and they're going to bring those people into the bunkers, because if they just brought the people into the bunkers without killing them off on top, everybody's going to be like, you know, have you seen the Pope for a while? No, I haven't. That's weird. Where's the Pope? And then they're all going to storm the bunkers. Maybe. You know, maybe not. They're just going to go home and eat some Cheetos. I'm not sure. But this is, I believe, the time, this date is the time where we start to move the elite into the bunkers, and they're going to start disappearing. And that's why we're going to have some large disaster events in which lots of elite can die at once. And then there'll be havoc on the surface. And, you know, pandemonium. I don't know. I think that's what they're planning. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but even if it doesn't happen, I think that's what they're planning. And these numbers should alert you to the plan. Right here, the Jewish gematria, sometimes it takes me a while to understand this. This is a 9, and it's a 27. That is the birthday of the Jesuit order. Zachary K. Hubbard talks a lot about 84. There's a lot of 84 connections with everything, including Obama. He was born on 8/4. Zachary K. Hubbard has a wonderful brain-mouth connection that I don't have. He's able to rattle off facts, and I love that about him. I know he could tear this number apart, but let me show you. There's a 74 in here. This is their July 4th. I mean, yeah, and this is their God number. This is a G and a D. Now, in the center here, they have an 8 instead of an O. The 8 is also a God number. It matches it's actually a Christ number, or a pre-Christ number from before Christ. It matches the infinite loop of time. It matches Oh, so many things. Well, anyway, I talked to you before about the 28 being the diameter of time of the rotation of the outer layer of the sun as visible from the earth, and you're going to think that's really obscure, but I tell you, I've been looking at these numbers. These guys care about the sun, and this is a solar science number, and since they didn't tell me or you about what this means, what these cycles of the sun mean, I'm going to go ahead and believe them that these cycles are important, at least for their magical stuff that they do. You know, they're dancing around in fish hats or whatever they do. So I'm going to assume that this is the South Lawn. I actually can't find a reference here. This is where Michelle Obama has her garden. But if this is your first video with me, really, I'd like you to see my work on that. This is Isis's head, and these are her eyes. And if we back out, you can see her shoulders and her breastplate. This is the ellipse, the sacred ellipse with all the sacred measurements that I talked about in the last video, part 1. This is her. Look at all the curves they did to show you her bottom. And let's just take a look at what she's sitting on. I can't believe, you know, that I haven't seen more videos about this. You know, are you spraying your coffee through your nose right now? If this is your first time seeing this, really, we have a gestation event here, we have a 266 day, and we have what looks like a conception event right here. So I've done a lot of drawings on this. I've done a lot of drawings. It takes a long time. It's like an hour video, but it's really worth it. You know, if you want to be educated about what's going on here. Just since we're talking about the 23rd day, I just want to point out that the 23rd Avenue runs right through the Lincoln Memorial, which is Cyrus or Horus Sr.'s head right here. And that's not an accident. In the video that I just did about the alien child, there is a moment, quite a chilling moment, where the alien child hands a regular child a blue apple, and it's very extremely symbolic, and it happens, the other child grabs the apple on the 42nd timestamp, which signifies that this is the United States grabbing the apple. The blue apple matches Bergoglio. Sorry, long scroll. Here we go. Bergoglio, January, Holy Bible, Hallelujah, Sister, Reality, Sphinx, and some other things. So let's take a look at Bergoglio. Bergoglio matches 923. That's why I bring it up. Plus, we see the double nines here. The nines are like badges. And I put this number into this counter. Let me bring it up. This is a free counter, and I go all into it and how to get it on the video having to do with the UNICEF alien child. I just want to show you all these numbers again. Here they are, 144,432. This is the sacred hertz number, which was changed. This has to do with all of our music is now played in 430 instead of 432. That was changed by the Nazis. 936 number, which is the secret. 9, 6, and 3 are the secret numbers that Tesla says are the key to the universe, and then the 999s, and it just goes on. I'm just going to ask you to watch the other video to find out more associations, because this software is made to tighten up the associations. When I find the associations in here, they are kind of loose associations, but this software finds it associations, and they are at least 7 deep and sometimes 21 deep. So please check out that video. I just want to also draw your attention that right underneath Bergoglio we have train. And sometimes I wish you had time to listen. I know you're a busy guy, Zach, but you have done so much work on the train. I wish you would see this. Maybe if somebody has an inside line to Zach, tell him this. He didn't have to watch the video, just tell him this. Also, Mary Magdalene, this association comes up in gematria on another one of the Pope's visits, and I'll show that to you soon. So before we go to the next step, I want to show you that there's little white arrows on here. So this shows the map of where these things are going to happen. There's little white arrows, but there is a precise geometry here. And I will find the angle of this. There's a Catholic Charities. You see, this is in a straight line. And it pretty much, I think it's going to include this. I'm going to have to take a look and see you know, maybe this is an average straight line. It probably doesn't matter, but I just want to show you that everything they do is ritualistic. So now from the White House, he goes to, and okay, first of all, let's look at the time, 9:15, and I just showed you the 9:15 associations having to do with this gematria, correct? Now, in the alien child video, we bring Obama. Obama is tied into the gematria having to do with either the green hand or some of this other symbolism in there. He's very tied in here, and I'm sure we'll stumble across that as we go. So around 11 a.m., the Pope Mobile is going to parade around the ellipse. Just want to point out that AM is a 113. That is a 311 number. That going the this way is an 11-3 number, and that is the day of the opening of the Freedom Tower. And going the other way, 311 is the Fukushima day. And I talk about this also having to do with the Mayan long count calendar, the destruction cycle of the sun. All right, so this has been part 2. In part 3, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the sacred measurements of Ellipse Park, since he's going to take a jog around here, and it matters. So, all right, well, I hope you like this part 2. Stay tuned for part 3. Talk to you soon.